everybody, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on? This is Emmanuel outside the church.
And it's Lady31 from Lady31beautyroom.com.
Yeah, that's right, and Emmanuel outside the church.com. I forgot about that part. So, we have another quiz for you. 5 questions that nobody should know about our marriage. But there's a couple other things too we just wanted to kind of point out, which is good. I'm glad that there's questions coming in about our videos. And one of those things that somebody mentioned to me said, hey, in one video you said it was kind of scripted, and then in the other one you said it wasn't scripted. Which is good. I'm glad somebody was paying attention. So it was kind of a joke when I said it was scripted, and kind of what I meant by that was that the questions are kind of given, we kind of go over the questions, but not necessarily in detail on how we're going to answer them, but we kind of have the questions kind of beforehand. So that's really what I was talking about. And in that video, there were some other questions that Lady31 talked about, and she added from our kids, and so I wasn't quite ready for that. But hey, that's perfect. That's the way we kind of like to do things. So
that's how we roll. That's how we roll.
Yeah, that's how we roll. So anyway, I kind of want to get that out of the way. Was there something you wanted to add it to, or you want to get into the questions? You remember?
Yeah, no, let's just get into the questions, and
Okay.
then, anything else we can talk about later before we say goodbye and sign off. So
Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So who's got the first question today?
I guess I'm doing the first question this time.
I did not tell him he had to go
She didn't.
first.
She didn't tell me that this time. She did not tell me that I had to go first.
All right.
So I'm using her phone. We're using her phone this round.
We're sharing phones like
yep.
we share pillow.
All right. So the first question is true or false. It says EOTC prefers Lady31's skin to be makeup free and her fingernails to be without nail polish. So as you can see, she's wearing nail polish, and if you can't tell, she has a natural look to her makeup.
Oh, thank you. That means I'm doing a good job.
I feel like it's a natural look to her makeup.
It's supposed to look natural.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
well, unless it's stage makeup, or like really
right.
bold makeup, yeah.
Because people are looking
They're
from
far
like
away
a distance,
and
right?
they
And
need
they
to
may be able to see features of your face and everything.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know that much about makeup, but regardless,
I hope you don't. Be playing on my makeup.
So anyway, true or false? If that question is true or false, I don't even remember what the question was, but I do remember.
You do?
I do remember.
Okay. I was gonna say I'm gonna have to read it again.
No, I remember.
Okay. Does he prefer for me to be without makeup or nail polish? And I'm gonna say that answer is actually that's
True.
What?
Huh?
What?
It's true.
You prefer for me not to have on makeup and not to wear any nail polish?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me right now? You're joking on me, aren't you?
No.
Seriously?
Yeah, I thought you knew that.
Oh no. Look, where's my ring finger? Because this is about to come off. Are you kidding me right now? We had this conversation.
What?
What?
Are you serious right now?
I am so serious. You prefer for me not to have any makeup on my face?
Yeah.
Like a dictator.
Prefer. It's a preference. It's not me telling you, hey, don't wear makeup. I'm just saying I like you without makeup on.
Okay, well, I know you like me without makeup on, but when I put on my makeup, is it appealing? Is it or is it not?
It is.
Okay, then. And what about nail polish? When I put on nail polish,
good.
does it look nice?
It
Yes
does
or no?
look nice.
So when I have on nail polish, are you secretly wishing like, oh my gosh, I wish she would take off that nail polish and that makeup? Okay, then.
So that's what you mean by prefer?
Yes.
Okay.
See, this wouldn't have happened if you would have gave me a question for the quiz, right?
What you mean? I did give you a question for the quiz.
You did. You did your homework. You gave me a question this time. Okay, so here's the deal. here's the deal. I need to explain this. I want
Why?
y'all telling everybody.
Why do you
Lady
need to
31 and
explain?
EOTC, they had it out on YouTube.
What?
We
What
did
do you
not have it
mean?
out. Just simply that
What's wrong?
while you really love my natural beauty,
Okay.
you tell me all the time, makeup free, no nail polish, but that you do not have a problem with me wearing makeup or nail polish. And that was the point of the question, to kind of get people thinking, because there are some women, I've taught Bible study before to women, and I talk to women and things like that all the time, and I have women tell me, my husband won't let me do this, my husband prefers that I can't wear any makeup, or I can't wear my hair this way, or I can't do my nails this way, and I think that's just unfair.
Okay. That's completely different.
So that is what I meant by that question.
Oh, that's
so.
not what I mean, then. That's not true. Then.
Okay, thank you. That's the right answer.
See? Okay. So,
So,
question 2.
well, since we're discussing it, I mean, you have your website, EOTC, and those are some of the types of things in talking to an audience of men that you'll be dealing with, those different aspects of relationships and marriage. So, I mean, what are your thoughts about men that feel that way about their spouses? This is how I want you to wear your hair, or, all you do is take care of the kids. This is my money. I work. I'm paying for your hair to get done. This is how I want your hair. Like, what are your thoughts about that?
You're going to have to check it out on Manwagon.
Oh,
That's the only
you
thing
can't
I'm
give it
gonna be able
away?
to tell you,
Okay.
because the question, for me to answer the question, it takes so much more detail than just, the 15 minutes or so, or 15 to 20 minutes we have for these questions. So
Okay, but
I
you
have
will
to
address
answer it
that
later.
one on the show.
Yeah, I'll address it on the show. You have to check out Manwagon to check that out. And what I'll do is, after we post this, probably 3 to 4 weeks after that, I'll have a response to this question.
Okay,
On
I'm
Manwagon.
gonna put this on my calendar, because I'm gonna hold you accountable to that.
Yeah, I know you
I
will.
I want to see how this plays out.
Yeah, I know you do.
Okay. Question number 2. True or false?
Okay.
EOTC works out after every single meal at home and goes to the gym every single day to keep Lady 31 happy. True or false?
It's true. No, I'm just playing. It's false.
It's false.
It's false.
It's false. However, there are some things in that question that are some truth to those things.
Yeah.
For instance, the working out after every single meal. You don't do that anymore.
I don't do it anymore.
But
I used
man,
to.
but a couple of years ago, oh
Yeah,
my.
I used to.
After every single meal.
Yeah, it's a long story, but the short story is I had some health challenges. Oh, go ahead. Had some health challenges. Not health. Is that really the term I want to use? I was overweight for my height, and so I was overweight, and so then as and I was in middle school, high school, I kind of lost a little bit. Then went to the military, and then lost like a ton of weight, and I was kind of basically the size I should be. And then after that, kind of weight gain here and there, especially after.
Oh, after each kid.
Yeah,
you
after
gained
kids,
with me.
yeah.
Boy, did you.
Yeah.
I think they call it like sympathy pregnancy or something. I don't know, but
Yeah,
you gained what I
did gain
gained.
a lot of weight during that time. But then, I lost it, and it kind of went back and forth. And so eventually, I kind of came with this program where the best way to keep it off, the weight off, was just to do some push-ups, sit-ups after every meal. And it kind of reminded me of the military, because when we were in the military doing basic training or boot camp, after we ate, basically we were doing something active. I mean, there was basically no time that we were, well, there was a time, but it was a little amount of time where we weren't doing something. So I figured I would take that into consideration, and basically I was doing that for a while, but then I stopped.
Yeah, you did that for a long while,
Yeah.
not a little while.
I mean, I still go to the gym now, and I try to go at least 4 days a week right now.
Yeah, so it's
4
not
days
every
a
single
week,
day,
right.
and that part about he does it every single day to keep me happy. Okay,
That's not true.
It's not true. He doesn't do it to keep me happy, but does it make me
But-
happy? I am very happy with the results. I will not lie. I mean, let's be honest. I'm
Right, I
sorry.
get
When
it.
you meet
But
people,
that's how you met me, though.
when you meet people,
Right.
this is some stuff we're gonna have to address on love therapy.
Dude, that's
but
another time.
it
man.
is. But when you meet people, I'm sorry, you can't see a personality from across the room.
Well,
You don't see a personality
That's
from
true.
across the room. And I don't know, I mean, I kind of have this feeling that, or this idea that maybe everyone has some kind of type, something that is that God has put inside of you that is appealing to you, okay?
Makes sense.
And you just know that when you see it, And so to me, it's very attractive that he stays in shape and he works out. And for me, even though I hadn't worked out in several months, but we know why. We talked about that in the last video because of some health challenges. But I do like to be healthy. I don't per se necessarily like to work out so much. I mean, I love to dance and things like that. There are different types of fitness, and I think every person needs to find something that's fun for them to do. That's what's going to keep you going. But I enjoy the benefits of having my physical body be in shape as well. So it's not like, oh, I expect him to keep it right and keep it tight, and then I'm just not doing my best to do the same. I think that both partners should make sure that they're doing their best to take care of their health.
Right. Yeah. I'd have to agree with that. And when she talked about we really didn't talk about how she met me, but when she met me, I was in shape. So I realized that being out of shape, not that she wouldn't love me, but I mean, that's what attracted her to me.
One of the things.
One of the things that attracted her to me was me being in shape. So, as long as I'm doing my best, she's okay with that. And so there was times when I wasn't in shape, but she didn't ride me about it.
I mean, we're best friends,
right. But she would hint.
Oh, that's bold. I would just encourage him to try. I would just try to encourage him to reach his goals.
Right. Hey, babe, you think you should be eating that right now?
But it wasn't. It
It was
not
the
way that it sounds.
It wasn't bad though. Honestly, it was
okay.
really
Thank you
cool.
for clarifying that. Just, just reminding him to think about your choices, because he does it for me too. Like if what you do, like hun, you have to watch
Just
it
for health purposes. Though it has nothing to do with her shape or her physical appearance.
Right. Oh, so you're saying that? Okay, you know what? Hey.
What?
I loved you when you were
I know. When you
had
I had some baby weight on me.
Post baby weight and everything.
Absolutely.
And,
you did.
and
you didn't say anything.
I never did.
No. You didn't say anything.
And you were still handsome and everything.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You didn't say anything.
All right. So let's move on to the next one.
Question 3. True or false? Lady31 sometimes hides when eating treats so that she doesn't have to share with her children.
Okay. So, if you read the blog, I did post an article called Fruit Snacks in the Closet. And yes, I eat food in here, okay? I pray in here. This is my beauty space, spiritually, for, exterior beauty. And this is a place where I come and catch a moment away from my children. I love my kids. Anybody that knows me will tell you that. But sometimes I just need a break. And in that article, it talks about how I had to kind of give myself this freedom to accept that I don't have to share every single thing with my kids, and I think that as moms, we carry this mom guilt, about things, and we feel that there are certain things that we need to do or our kids are going to be unhappy. Well, guess what? You can share your snacks with them and they're still going to find a reason to be unhappy, if you don't always say yes. And as parents, we can't say yes all the time. And I need my kids to understand that some things are just for mom. You know, when you get a treat or a snack, that's what the article talked about. When you have earned a reward, something that's like a snack or food, you know, you don't want to share it. Even if it's a toy, you don't want to share it. You worked hard for that at the end of the day. I work hard as a mom. Sometimes I have some favorite things that I don't want to have to share all the time. So yes, I come in here and take a little 5 minute break and I eat some things. We mentioned before we have a daughter that's extremely articulate, and sometimes too, even though they're more accepting of the fact that, okay, that's fair, mommy deserves to have a moment and a treat too without us begging and constantly asking her for things, but sometimes they do forget that and they have to be reminded. And so sometimes I just don't want to have to deal with that, you know, because like I said, our daughter, bless her heart, I remember she was 5 years old. Like we said, she speaks her mind about everything in this family. And we were outside of the health store after school. I just needed to run in and get one item. And everyone wanted to go inside. And when Dad said that, you know, no, you guys were going to stay in the car, Mom can go and come quicker if she goes by herself. And before I can get out the car, our daughter looked at me and said, so what, you're just going to sit here and pretend like you don't have any children? You don't care about your children. You don't care about your kids, because she couldn't go into the grocery store. So, you know, you got to pick and choose your battles as moms, you know, and it's like, I don't want to have a conversation about, I don't love my kids because I didn't share a pack of fruit snacks. So sometimes I think it's best for me to just come to my secret space, enjoy what I would like to have for 5 minutes, and then exit the room and go join my children. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Cool. So the answer is true.
I'm sorry, but I had a lot to say after that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Number 4, I think that's you.
Oh. Okay. True or false? Lady31 loves EOTC's natural scent and usually oh boy. And usually smells or sniffs him about 5 to 7 times each day before bedtime. True or false, people? Oh, well, I could barely get through that question, so I'm sure they probably know the answer to that, but you can tell them. It's your temple, so I'll let you tell it.
It's true. It's true. It took some getting used to, because it hasn't always been that way, but I guess as of, I don't know,
The
the last few years, yeah, it's been a little different, and I don't know why. And it doesn't bother me now. I guess it didn't really bother me when she first started. I just didn't know why. Like, I thought maybe I had a problem with my aroma. It wasn't my natural aroma. I thought something was wrong with it.
Not at all. He just smells so amazing, and
Wow.
I mean, you're welcome. I mean, we don't get to see each other much, you know that. I mean, especially before the last couple of years, you know. Once upon a time, this guy worked like 80 hours a week, and so, you know, and I was having some serious health challenges at that time, and you know, we hardly ever saw each other. And you know, I know it's the grace of God that really kept me going, trying to take care of the children, because we don't have family here, you know, to really help out. They live a little bit away, and you know, grandparents are still working and things like that. So, you know, it just really took a lot of prayer to get through. So I miss them a lot, and when we get an opportunity to spend time together, even if it's just sitting on a couch after, you know, he comes home, or even sometimes when he walks through the door, or when I walk through the door, if he's here when I get home after school and things like that, I might give him a hug, and it's not creepy, it's not stalkerish. You know, it's really subtle. I'm not like, you know, like the family pet, right, where you can like hear him sniffing and smelling, right, and things like that. But I just love the way that he smells, and so I like to smell him. What's wrong with that? If I'm giving him a hug and, you know, or kiss on a cheek, and you know, I just like to smell your scent. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So yes, I
Nope.
do it 5 to 7 times a day. And if you have a problem with it, I don't know what to tell you. It's too bad. Hey, maybe some of you should try
Right.
it.
Never know. You never know what to do for you.
Yeah.
So last question, true or false? EOTC does all the grocery shopping and cooking for our family.
Mhm.
You want me to answer that one? You got
I can answer that.
it. Okay.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm gonna say that's true.
Mhm.
And once upon a time, it wasn't true.
Right.
But because my health took a serious dive after he stepped down from management at work. Well, he had to actually step down from management at work because of my health challenges. It was really bad, and like I said, I went for years just pushing through with the grace of God on my side, and we didn't have any family, really here to help out, and so it was really hard. I mean, I would actually faint a lot and things like that. Our kids would be terrified because they were alone with me. Sometimes it would happen while I was driving. After picking them up from school, I would have to pull my car over to the side of the road because I could feel it coming on. And that was a really, really hard time for our family. But, I did all the grocery shopping and cooking before that. And, my bones, my body was literally falling apart. And my bones just hurt so much. We have 5 people in this family, so you imagine filling up a grocery cart full of items. That cart is heavy when your bones are aching, and it was really hard to push, and it just took so much out of me that, he made a decision after a lot of prayer. You know what? I need to step down. You need some assistance. And he really stepped in and really stepped up, and I appreciate that so much. I think it's been really an important step to my road to recovery. So I'm very grateful to God that he had a heart to listen to God and make that decision, even though financially it seemed like, this might not be a good decision. So it was a real faith decision, for us to do that. And, but God has helped us, and, we have never been hungry, we've never missed a mortgage payment. So, he takes care of us for sure. So
Yeah, he definitely does. And that story can be covered another time, but yeah.
we say that a lot, don't we?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
because we try to keep the videos
Yeah.
shortish. So, yeah, that's true as of right now. I do all the cooking. And
Except for
everything.
my food. Well, you cook my
Well,
meats.
right. So I basically cook. I used to cook all the food, but up until recently, when you had to change your diet again,
Yeah.
I'm still not so sure how to prepare some of her food right now. So besides that much of it, like some of the dishes that she likes to make, I do everything else. So yeah,
Yeah.
so that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, so 5 questions in.
You've heard the answers.
Here are the answers.
Like them or not.
Right. Pretty much, this is the end of this quiz. Is there anything you need to share or you want to add before we take off or sign off?
I can't really
Can't
think of anything right now.
Well, just one thing I want to add then is that we do have a couple of videos ago, somebody had some really in-depth questions that they asked us. And so because of the questions, they're a little more serious. So the answers need to be a little bit more serious, and it's going to take us longer than one of these videos to actually probably answer all 5 questions at once. So we'll probably do a question or 2 at a time. And so we will answer those questions. But thank you so much for asking questions. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for viewing these. It really means a lot to us, and we really hope that it's blessing you in some way. And hey, we'll see you guys soon.
Oh, wait a minute. I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you have an example of one of the serious questions that they can maybe expect to hear us respond to? It's one of the shorter ones.
Well,
Something
I
about
think one of the
friendship,
good
or-
ones. Yeah, one of the good ones was the question was along the lines of if you're in a serious relationship and or married, is it okay to have friendships of the opposite sex? that your partner that's not they don't know about, or not necessarily that they don't know about, that they're not friends with as well.
Oh no.
You got knock at the door.
Found us again. You know
We're
what?
out.
This happens a lot.
We love you guys.
We gotta
Thank
go.
you for watching us.
Peace out.
See you soon.
God bless.